Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome to the AstroCraft Grow, Invest, Influence podcast. I am your host, Seth Mills. And in today's episode, I'm just going to go ahead and do a little bit of an introduction of myself and keep it pretty short and sweet. Stay tuned. And in today's episode, I just want to introduce myself. I am Seth Mills. I am a 22-year-old entrepreneur based out of the Houston, Texas area. We have grown to 3 separate companies, not 1, not 2, but 3 separate companies in the last 3 years that I have been an entrepreneur. What I am planning on doing with this podcast, I want to influence the youth, influence the people who are my age, influence people who are older to start chasing their dreams and start going after what they want in life. I'm not simply just going to sit here in front of a camera and in front of a microphone and talk random. I'm going to show you guys and teach you guys how I've done what I've done and how I've built a 6-figure company in the last 3 years. I really hope that you guys can take something away from this podcast. I will have co-hosts and guest hosts joining me in the future, in the very near future, might I add. I believe I'm going to be publishing all 3, this intro, as well as 2 other podcasts at the same time whenever this podcast goes live on December 15th. It is currently November 26th, 2023, and I am recording the first episode for you guys just as a little introductory kind of deal where you guys can learn about me a little bit and you guys can decide if you guys want to hit the follow button over on Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts, or if you are watching this on YouTube, go ahead and hit the subscribe, like, and go ahead and drop a comment. I have been an entrepreneur for the last 3 years. I started my entrepreneurial journey in 2020. The height of COVID, actually. I decided I was going to quit my job on the spot at Best Buy and start a pressure washing company, which I had very little money to my name. I think I had like $200 in my bank account. I really didn't have any help whenever I was starting. I had my dad's pressure washer out of the garage, but I kind of grew out of that very, very quickly whenever we got into doing house washes and stuff. I went ahead and I bought a trailer. I built and expanded the business, and now we own 3 different exterior cleaning companies on the north side of Houston. We own a pressure washing, a window cleaning company, as well as a Christmas light or holiday lighting company. And I'm opening my 4th company in January of 24, with a 5th company hopefully in the works to be launched in March. So if you guys want to stay tuned, hear a little bit about that, I will be talking more details here soon in some of the next few episodes. But for this, I'm going to keep it pretty short and allow you guys to decide if you like my personality or if you guys would rather listen to somebody who isn't going to give you the full spectrum. Because another reason I started this podcast is because a lot of entrepreneurial people and entrepreneurs out there will give you this idea that it is extremely easy to start a company. And the unfortunate truth is if it was that easy, everybody would do it. Nobody would work for anybody these days. But it is extremely difficult to start a company, influence people to buy from you, and grow the company to its full potential. Hell, it's been 3 years and I'm still trying to. Even though I'm making 6 figures a year, I want to continue growing, and I want to see this as a part of my portfolio that will eventually be building itself to where I can be less hands-on with it. So what I really want you guys to take away from this podcast is simply, whether you're 16 years old, you're 20 years old, you're 40 years old, hell, even if you're 60 years old, you can still do something that will impact yourself, your life, and potentially create generational wealth for your family in the future. So if you guys like what I am kind of portraying here, go ahead and hit the follow and subscribe, like, depending on which platform you're on. Thank you for tuning in to AstroCraft, Grow, Invest, Influence, and I will see you guys in the next episode.